Hello everyone, this is James from 3D Printing Reviews again, and today is just an update video on what's happening with the blog slash channel, what's coming up in the next couple of months. So firstly, let's start with Flex 3D. You will hopefully remember that Flex 3D build plate is excuse me, the build plate that I backed on Kickstarter. Which I actually have here, which I can show you, which obviously I had to adapt to be able to use with the Printerbot bed leveling system. During the Kickstarter campaign, Flex 3D mentioned that they were going to have what they call super users, and those people were basically going to get sent build plates when needed. 3 or 4 different rolls and type of filament to basically extensively test the build plates. Well, actually they've selected me as one of those super users, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I should have some filament from them to test, and we'll be printing some fairly large prints to really test whether this build plate is what it claims to be, and that's a removable, easy to remove build plate, and easier to remove your prints from that build plate. So that's the first thing I'd want to talk about. Next thing I was going to talk about is with all the different filaments that I test, it's always I've got to decide on how best to print those. And with these new metal based filaments, or exotic filaments is what they're known as, so metal based, carbon fibre, wood based, etc. They suggest obviously to use hardened nozzles or steel nozzles. So I've actually managed to get hold of a couple of steel nozzles, which are these silver ones here. I'll put some close-up photos in the video as well, just so you can see those. But yeah, they were purchased off eBay. I think they were about £3, £3.50 each. So I don't believe they're hardened steel nozzles, but stainless steel nozzles. So I'm going to give those a try for some of the exotic filaments I've got. Which brings me on to the next point. Obviously I've still got those colour fab filaments that I shot a video of recently to print with. I just haven't had time to do that at the moment, with a full-time job as well. But in the next couple of weeks I'm hopefully going to get all those filaments printed and tested, and I'll do a video about that. I've also had another company contact me asking if I'd like some of their filaments, so that's what I've got here, and that company is called Extrude.ltd. So they were very kind to send me a sample pack of their filaments, which you can see here. So we've got quite a few different colour PLAs there. We've got brown, pink, clear, yellow, blue, gold even. So yeah, we've got quite a few samples there. So that's another video that we're going to get to do in the next couple of weeks. I've got an idea what I'm going to do with these filaments. But I'll keep that under wraps for now. So yeah, that's another thing coming soon. And I also purchased some filament from a company called Filamentous. I'm not sure if you can make that out in the camera, but that is some carbon fibre filament, a whole spool of it. So I'm going to find something to print with that. Probably, if I get around to it, a new quadcopter frame, which I haven't learnt to fly yet, and the reason I want to make it out of carbon fibre is because I crash a lot, so that's going to need to be pretty strong. So that's another thing we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. And if I just take this camera off the tripod, I'll show you a couple of the other things we're going to be doing. So as you can see here, I've been playing around with my Metal Plus, And what I've actually done is changed the extruder body for a 3D printed one, but this is to hopefully allow me to print flexible filaments a lot easier. As you can see, if we look there, the gap between the hobbed machine gear here is a lot smaller, and hopefully that will stop filament kinking up inside there. If we compare it to that side, can't really see it very well, but the gap is a lot bigger, so we're going to give that a try. What else have we been doing? We've obviously been using the N-File 1 quite a lot recently. I run it with a Raspberry Pi setup with Octoprint on, camera to take time-lapse photos there. There's one of my mods, the blower fan mod. We just go up a bit, we can see another mod in there, which is the stepper driver fan. Over this side we've got a heatsink on the extruder motor, because that was getting fairly hot, so I wanted to try and disperse the heat a little bit with that. So yeah, that little bit there is where the nozzle mag just clips on. So yeah, so that's what's coming up in the next couple of months. Just give you an exclusive preview here of the model that I've just printed on the N-File 1, which was over 6.5 hours just for the body. So that's a good test of whether the printer can do a long print, which it can. And I'm very happy with how that came out. Just go across my desk while we're here, have a couple of minutes of the other things I've printed. It's my lightsaber, obviously. So yeah, so that's what's happening in the next couple of months on 3D printing reviews. So thanks for watching. Please comment in the comment section of anything you'd like to ask or anything you'd like to see. And until next time, keep printing. Thank you.